All right, so today on Tuesday, July 29th, I headed all the way to Scioto County, the sort of eastern part of our Senate district, and to hear the Vern Rife Senior Community Center, which is Vern Rife's dad, big Democrats. In this red Scioto County, I came over for the appointment meeting that they were having for a county commissioner and to do a quick interview with Justin Pizzoli. I got to tell you, I was kind of dazzled by the good speeches that people gave. I don't know their merits otherwise, but they had 12 people looking to be made a commissioner. I would say the vast majority of them gave excellent 5-minute speeches that were focused. And coming from Clermont County, it's kind of stunning to me. There was no chaos. There was no Kidwell lunacy.
You have a man wants the floor, please, Chairman, please. Mr. Chairman.
I have some opening comments I'd like to make. Who are now officially public officials. This is a public body. I would like to go through the history of where we are. Jim, you may be seated, please.
All right, but I want this on the minutes. Mr. Secretary, I want this on the minute that I have not been given before.
No, I'm not done with my opening comment.
It was just a straightforward meeting. Kevin Kraft is the chair of their central committee. He seems like a gentleman, ran the meeting well. The candidates all stayed on time. Their voting process had no bizarre irregularities like we normally do in Clermont County. So what I'm going to do is I got a few highlights I'm going to have here, and I'm going to have my Justin Pizzoli interview here. But also I'm going to put out my full video of this meeting. And I tell you, if you're involved with the Clermont County Republican politics, you should watch this meeting to realize how effed up our central committee is by comparison. I'm sure they got swamp shit here. I'm sure there were vote haggling and horse trading in the back room. But, you know, just look at the candidates, look at the process, look at the genteel nature of it. So, a gentleman named Merritt Smith is the new commissioner for Scioto County. I also did a quick little interview with him.
I mean, let's face facts. We have about 22% poverty rate right now, 30% of the people on Medicaid. We have no jobs. We need better rapport. We've been failing.
Despite that you consider all of that and that you not vote out of loyalty to just an individual.
Through all the problems, we stand together. It's the resolve of you, the folks of Scioto County.
Only 1 in 10 startup businesses survive. I've been a part of not one, but 2 success stories.
And I think that I can work great with both of these gentlemen and work together to get manufacturing plants.
I'm not here to play political games. I don't owe political favors, and I won't flinch when the fight gets hard.
I'm proud of the fact that I've done it. People say, hey, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here from now on. Where were you at before?
I'm here with Kevin Kraft, the head of the chair of the Central Committee here in Scioto County. I got to tell you, I was like really impressed with the speeches, with the number of candidates, with the quality of the speeches, your demeanor during the whole meeting, you know. So, you know, how would you describe how you get so much participation in a appointment like this? You get 12 candidates, you know, the vast majority of which I thought at least they know how to give a 5-minute speech.
I agree, tremendous, and I tell you, we had some that considered it that were very good that did not end up putting in. I'm encouraged. Why? It was mentioned by one of the candidates this evening. When I started being a part of this party 30 years ago, the county was blue. It was blue.
Yep.
And over the last 30 years, and I'll give a lot of credit to longtime chairman Rodney Barnett, who passed away this spring, and I was his vice chair for quite a few years. Certainly under his leadership and all these committee people, we worked hard. We had obviously good candidates that stepped up, and we are now very much a red county. But people see that, and they want to be good people want to be a part of the positive things that are happening.
Well, it's politics, and there's always politics. But in Clermont County, we get like you know, you get like when we had an engineer appointment like this, we had 3 candidates. 2 of them mysteriously dropped out the night before the meeting.
We received a letter from Mr. Maui, and I have the letters that he wanted to remove his name from consideration.
You know, you get 12 people that
Right.
the vast majority gave at least good 5-minute speeches.
They're all great.
So what
great
is it
people.
you think you do that gets the participation? Do people feel they have a chance, that they have a, you know,
Well, maybe somewhat. I mean, I think they know this committee, and hopefully they know I are fair and give them a fair.
Well, I was
shot,
waiting
you know,
to see if you took more than one vote. In Clermont County, there'd never be more than one vote because it'd all be figured out beforehand.
Yeah.
And what did you have? 3 votes or 4?
We did 3 votes.
3 votes.
We did
Okay.
3 votes.
Well, I appreciate the hospitality here, and
Sure.
thank you for the time.
Well, you're very welcome.
Okay, so I'm standing here with Scioto County's newest commissioner, Merritt Smith, who just got elected by the Central Committee, unfortunately replacing a commissioner who passed. Mr. Smith, I have to say, I'm from Clermont County, and I was impressed with your speech, but frankly, most of the candidates, hey, you guys know how to give 5-minute speeches out here. You got a lot of participation. In Clermont County, we usually have, you know, 1 or 2 candidates, and then somebody ends up dropping out the night before. But what do you attribute the vibrancy and the skill set, at least people to give 5-minute speeches out here?
Well, that's hard to say because I'm also a minister, and it's hard to speak 5 minutes. I could talk. I tell people
I never met a minister that couldn't speak 30 minutes.
I told people I could talk 5 minutes standing on my head, but,
Okay.
but to cut it down to that point is pretty tough. And you know, the Republican Party here has come a long way over the years. At one point it was Vern Reif territory. This was Democrat territory.
Absolutely.
And we flipped it, and because of that, and going back to Chairman Rodney Barnett, I think he was a big force in making all that happen. And Rodney, I've known Rodney since I was in high school, so you know I know that he last time he was pushing me to do this, and I ran the last time against Scotty, and this time I think he'd be pleased that things went the way they did. So I think that his wanting to grow the party and get the party to where it's at today is the thing that made it to where we have.
Well, I just love from where I am, I love seeing that a lot of people wanted to participate. That means they must think, you know, I heard somebody told me you were the odds-on favorite, and that's what was going to happen. But you know, it's politics. You do your horse trading beforehand. But I appreciate that you had so many good candidates, at least from the 5-minute speech perspective. So thank you for taking a few minutes for me. And I don't know if the other woman, I see some other woman over there, but maybe I'm your first press interview as a new commissioner in Scioto County. Congratulations,
thanks a lot.
sir.
Thanks for the congratulations, and I plan to do what's best for Scioto County.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you. I appreciate that.